Greetings and peace and love. My name is Kwa Matab, also known as Meta LP, and even shorter and easier, LP. Welcome to Home of I Am. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having an enjoyable and fantastic time with all of our beloved guests, and especially our meditation specialist, our artistic expressionist, and of course, our featured presenter. Before we begin, I'd like to go over just a few protocols for Home of I Am. Because we're on Zoom, we're on this virtual world now, right? So we're all getting comfortable. I'm certainly getting comfortable. I'm an old school guy, but I'm learning quickly. So just generally, and I'm sure everyone knows, but if you would, please keep your mics muted during the meeting. I'd appreciate that. There will be some time later on where we'll be able to share and converse with each other. Use that chat box. That's a cool thing, the chat box, for questions to the presenter. They will be addressed upon the completion of the presentation. And of course, also in the chat box, you can feel free to include your name, your email address, and any other contact information that you feel comfortable including in that chat box. Listen, this is a platform. We're here to share, enjoy each other, share wonderful things about each other. The aim that we all have that we'll talk about later, I've coined it AEM. Of course, and I know I don't have to say this, but please, just, let's all be very respectful to the presenter and to each other, and be mindful of profanity and any other kind of, maybe offbeat or hard language, because Home of I Am is for everyone. And it is possible we may have some young kings and queens listening in close by, gathering up and harnessing some of this wonderful knowledge that's being shared with everyone. Some of you may even have an icon that allows you to raise your hand. Time permitting, at the end, we'll answer those questions. Again, you can use those, I think they call them emojis. You can clap and give a fist and all of that good stuff. So just a few things just to keep in mind, all right? And listen, we're growing, so please feel free to email any suggestions or thoughts or comments. My email address is www.metalp@gmail.com. That's www.metalp@gmail.com. Thank you. So here we are at Home of I Am. It's the home of greatness, the home of God, the home of goodness. And like many of us, we've all gone through transitions in our life and journeys, if you will. And I've certainly had mine. Been through a lot, had a wonderful and still have a wonderful family, a beautiful wife who's have supported me for many, many years. Well, through part of my journey, I started to receive downloads as I was questioning just everything. Who are we? Where are we? Where's this world going to? It's very fluid, bubbly. And I remember receiving what some of us may feel is a download or a message from the Creator, the spirits, angels, our ancestors, the ascended masters. And the vibration came to me that said, today, this was back in November of 2011, it said, today I proclaim the greatness in I Am. I am at one with the most great spirit. I am great. I am excellent. I attract all beauty. I am assistance. And that stuck with me. It was in my heart. I was going through it, right? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and making it through, and just trying to, it's been a life journey, really, since I've been a little toddler. And I've been pushing that envelope. I remember telling the Creator, listen, I want the truth. I want the truth, not everyone else's truth, right? And I went out on the spiritual cliff, and I just told the Creator, I'm jumping off, okay? So I'm gonna have faith in you. You're not gonna let me splash and splatter, but I'm gonna deprogram from everything and anything, and I'm going after it. So During that time, the Creator was just waking me up at all times, and it said to me that today that I was taking the first step from the upper realms. They told me to set up a forum where one can just feel safe to proclaim and discover the I am within themselves, right? That greatness, that God, that goodness, that would be free from any and all criticism, politics or political viewpoints, religious special interests and the like. I mean, I know we all come from different facets of life, but we all have this inner voice that speaks truth, you know. I wanted to set up a place where one can call on the greatest spirit of all great spirits to awaken what I feel is the innate great spirit within. And I said at that point, and so I wait. So essentially, Home of I Am it's a conduit of thought, right? I mean, we're these vessels where the light is always coming through all of us. And this platform, we're currently seeking people from all over the nation and really all over the world to be presenters in this forum. I mean, I could see members of all different kinds of organizations, religious leaders and homeless folks and politicians. I mean, this is what the forum is for, right? To express our greatness. So Home of I Am essentially is a place and space for all persons, really just of high thought. And our theme generally is just our aim. I call it AEM, which the acronyms stand for our awareness, our expansion, and our movement. And we just ask our presenters to share their mission, their work, their passion. That's essentially their aim. So again, I am home, or Home of I Am, or this home within you invites just all people to be guests and presenters. I mean, just a few things that come off the top of my mind in terms of people and walks of life, and there's many, right? There's 330 million plus or minus people here in the United States, and 7.5 to 8 billion plus or minus in the world, right? So we have many people. Some are homeless. We have some great leaders. We have musicians and artists, educators, children, healers, activists, the abused, folks who are what we can consider they advocate for folks, the great thinkers, the ordinary people, the extraordinary people, the introverts, the extroverts, all genders, all hues. Of course, our ancestors, the terrestrials, the extraterrestrials, and without me even saying, the wonderful ascended masters. So moving forward from 2011 to 2019, I'm going through it. I mean, I am going through it, and I had to have the Creator bless me with I would consider a ride or die wife. Her name is Lekan Parsons, and she's been here with me. We've been shoulder to shoulder, back to back, elbow to elbow. And we've been through many things, and we continue to push that envelope, right? So as I move forward now, and I've come into some great awarenesses, right? And a lot of people are, but I'm speaking personally for myself, where the light is on. I mean, it is on full throttle. I can barely sleep these days, right? So it was around November of 2019. And I just laid on the floor. I was crying. I was weeping to the Creator. And I just said, I submit. I submit today. I submit to the greatest wishes of that great I am within. And I said, today, this haven's first block of energy has been laid in love. And so that's my commitment, right? I started this in the platform in 2019. Oh, I should say January of 2020, actually. We went a couple of months. We've had a couple of events and took some time off to kind of readjust. We're back here on Zoom. I said maybe I would go to 2020. But I tell you, it's taken off, and I've already had the first quarter of 2021 booked with presenters, right? So going back to 2011, And I remember, and I've had tons of writings that I've received, and that I'll have some books coming out in the future, right? But I remember back then it said the journey back to one requires true transformation, uninhibited by what I would call the middle road. Your way back to me was what the Creator said is your true life's journey. Becoming one, becoming your I am, is truly the road to pureness of true liberty. So many examples in our lives in settling for just enough, So many times accepting almost as a good effort. But they said God is the best beloved. So our format, in closing, before we move on with libations, and we'll have some meditations and some wonderful artists, and of course we're leading to our wonderful presenters. Our format is very simple. We have a welcome, kind of what you're hearing now, read a statement of purpose. Sometimes, depending on who the presenter is, we'll have an artistic expression, and that could be anything: spoken word, music, photography, video, poems, anything that is just artistic to a person that wants to share. Then we'll have a meditation. We'll move forward after the meditation to another artistic expression, and then we'll have our featured presenter. At that point, we kind of combine a few things. I would call it like open floor and sharing, maybe some takeaways, maybe some actionable thoughts, right? So it's a time to kind of unify all of our greatness, our great I am. And it's just my hope that people can find a wonderful vibration, a powerful energy here, and take it and kind of make it your own. And then we'll close with a artistic expression. So again, thank you for being here and bringing all of the love and all of the power and all of the light. Okay? Peace.